interesting. So beyond that, you will find the meat and potatoes, the nuts and bolts of playing these games, which is raid guides, class guides, critical information, content drops, DLC, expansions, anything relevant within these different games. And I'm still learning. I'm not a programmer or developer by trade at all. I'm just a gamer who realized that I really enjoyed playing with my friends online in these games, and we wanted to build the best guild we possibly could. And our objective there was simply to provide a competitive environment where we could be as good or better than anyone else out there in terms of having a good community, of being the biggest and being the best, and having the best looking website and having the best content. We're working really hard at that. A lot of people are very dedicated, and I want people to have full access to the content right now. I'm inviting in World of Warcraft because it's a tradition for these guild meetings. We can meet on the Vindicar. Just pop over to Dalaran. We'll meet on the ship. But bottom line, there's a tremendous amount of new content. Antorus is a major content drop for World of Warcraft. Sargeras is the biggest of all the baddies. And if you have seen the spoilers, giant spoiler alert, if you've seen the cinematics, yeah, Sargeras is a whole new level of boss environment. So in any event, very, very pleased with where we're at as an organization. And at this point, I do not want to get in the way of all the new content that's coming out today. So just a very brief in-game meeting on the Vindicar. If you're in World of Warcraft, we'll be doing more events going down the line. I know people are chomping at the bit to see the new content, and I know there's new content in Guild Wars and ESO, Star Wars, etc. today. So in any event, one of the major objectives of the meeting today is to make sure that we have people recognized for their performance and contributions to the guild. And let's try to get everyone into the channels now. I want all the officers to be bringing people into the Discord and make sure that we have the maximum number of people here so we can share events, promotions, recognize people, and be in the best place going forward.
Okay. For World of Warcraft, Tent is promoted to officer.
Congrats.
For Guild Wars 2, Nermal and Elray are moving to lieutenant. For Star Wars, Xthart is being promoted to corporal, and we will have others this week as we meet with you, Ark. Same for ESO.
Excellent.
Congrats.
Congrats, everybody.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Indeed.
Congrats.
Thank you. Thank you.
I also wanted to say that the website is really neat. Awesome job.
It's coming along. If anyone hasn't used it, it's the guild site. We try to bring everyone through it who's joining the guilds, so they can click on the Discord link and pop in.
Is the Vindicar Alliance or Horde side, by the way?
It's both. You can both pop in. It doesn't really matter. Once again, I understand people are running their things, and I will do a quick world boss clear of the greater invasion to get some people some more loot. But I do want people to be able to experience that tonight, and I don't want to get in the way of it. So the major activity now is we've discussed promotions. I would like to have commanders, branch leaders, and group leaders discuss their calendar events for the week, what raids they're leading, what their PvP schedule is, any openings or positions that are available for advancement within the organization, and then we'll do the appropriate clears from there.
In Star Wars, we're basically running ops all day, every day. Lots of PvE content, new content. If you're new to the game, pop in Discord, be in Discord constantly, and we're always up to something. Lots of ops are scheduled in the evenings. PvP scheduled for the evenings, GSF also. We're looking for more officers. If you want to help out, come talk to Ark or myself. And that's pretty much it.
Sorry to interrupt. Where in the Vindicar are you guys?
May or may not be. There's like, once again, welcome to World of Warcraft. There are literally a million phases of this. I don't know if we're all in the same phases or not. But right now at this time, You can accept an invitation from me if you're on the Alliance side on Tichondrius. We'll go do the usual world boss clear after this, but this is not a major in-game meeting. We'll just deploy out for the usual world boss clears as soon as we're done.
And what's your name again?
I'm on Archaeos Rex.
All right. Well, for Guild Wars 2, we have an entirely new Living World Season 4 coming up. A new storyline is beginning, so if you log in now, you will get it for free. As well as a new raid wing entirely with 4 new bosses and 16 different skins, a new legendary to craft, new fractals, as well as a new dungeon coming out. We also have an entirely new zone with new currencies, a new meta event, and many other collections to get. So this new patch that came out today is incredibly lucrative. If you'd like to join us, it's completely free. The only thing required is a happy smile. And lots of snacks.
There's an active Guild Wars 2 branch, actually 2, and they're pushing up to about 2,000 or 1,000 members there. And eventually we're looking for about 2,500 when it's all said and done, which was our former full strength when we were doing major PvP campaigns in World v. World. So if you would like to join us in Guild Wars 2, speak to any of the officers in the Guild Wars channel and they'll help you out. Once again, just big picture. You'll notice on the Guild website, there's an About Ruin page, and there's all the different games we're playing, and it's constantly being updated and upgraded. There's a reason we play all these. There's hundreds of different MMOs out there. Why are we playing these ones? What is it about them? And the answer is they have competitive advantage. There's something about them that is outstanding, that makes them stand apart. And that may be excellent story and campaign experience in Star Wars: The Old Republic. Maybe just the general polish and execution of PvE content and responsiveness of World of Warcraft. And maybe the large-scale epic world boss encounters and large-scale PvP in Guild Wars 2. And maybe the massive Cyrodiil siege warfare that's on every night in Elder Scrolls Online. Or it may be the raid content in Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood. Whatever it is, maybe our Conan Exiles private server where you can build essentially whatever you want, or the environment in Destiny 2. Whatever it is, we want all of you not to be shackled by what you think these games were. Maybe you had a bad experience with ESO or Star Wars when it first came out. Those games are not that game now. The fact of the matter is, Star Wars is not what it was at launch. Guild Wars is not what it was at launch. Every one of these games has greatly improved. Some people have very negative views about what World of Warcraft was because they didn't like what it was in Pandaria or Warlords. All of these games have made massive improvements. They're a lot of fun to play. The community's overwhelmingly improved within this guild. We are much bigger, we're much better run, we're much more mature and disciplined and capable than we've ever been. And so realistically, I want you all to become part of that. I'd love to see everyone here see within themselves a skill set or a passion for doing something in these games and become officers of the guild. We're an enormous organization, so there's a huge amount of need for talented people, and I need your help. We have, I mean, by the time this is all said and done, we'll be at least 10,000 people in the organization, and we're going to continue to grow. There's almost 4,000 people on the Discord registered, and that's going to continue to grow. All I want is for people to be honest with themselves about what they want to run. And if that's raiding in one game or running Cyrodiil in another, whatever it is that you want to do, like talk to me and let's figure out what will make you happier. Never lose sight of that. This is gaming. You're supposed to be having fun. This is entertainment. This should be your hobby. This should be a place for you to enjoy yourself and to be in that space. Like, think about how lucky you are to be born at this time and have this as your entertainment. Previous generations didn't have this. They didn't have online Star Wars. You couldn't be the Dragonborn. You couldn't do these epic encounters with all your friends online from all over the world. It wasn't possible. We're living in a very exciting time. For the first time, we're observing mainstream acceptance of virtual reality. So for 1 million, virtual reality devices were shipped this quarter alone for the first time. People are beginning to really adopt this, and it's going to be a more and more immersive experience. And I'll date myself, Star Wars and Star Trek and the rest of these traditional sci-fi environments. we're predictive, like the holodeck in Star Trek, for example. But we're moving in that direction of having these photorealistic, movie cinematic experience activities. And we have a great community here. And if you're brand new, welcome aboard. We've been around for a long time. We predate World of Warcraft. Vanilla's been around for 13 years plus, dating ourselves. And we wanted to build the best skill we possibly could. Good relationships with developers that did the events in the world, such as BlizzCon, E3, Comic-Con, movie launches, get-togethers with our friends that we've met online. And we've accomplished all of those things, and we're continuing to do more. A lot of hard work. We didn't know that we were going to get there. We just worked at it and had a lot of people sacrifice time and effort to make it a reality. And to think that we were in a position where we were actually directly communicating and being given one-on-one time with major developers is a tremendous. I'm very humbled by it, and I'm very pleased that we are respected to that level. I don't care what people say outside of the community. The fact is, we're the ones doing one-on-one meetings with the executive producers of these games, and they're not.
And you said it was only $40 to join it?
For which game?
Nah, just kidding.
To join the guild.
Oh, that's right. All right, in any event, we put all that information out there. We had a great run through Las Vegas with the guild earlier. We're going to be doing the new Star Wars Disney when that comes out. We're going to be doing the TCL Chinese Theater for the Star Wars The Last Jedi in Hollywood when that is launched. We have a lot of people in Southern California, a lot of near and dear friends here, people that I've met in and outside of the game who are now playing with us in these games. And it's just been a tremendous experience. And I hope that you will all be with us down the line, and will take on roles here and helping us to build something for the future that's bigger, better run. And as I said, I am one person. I work as hard as I can and invest as much time as I can to make the best experience for everyone. But I am not perfect, and I'm always learning about ways to be better at this, and I'm always editing and trying to improve and grow the guild, and trying to be a better leader. And I hope that all of you will try to do the same and help and share and organize groups as best as you can. So to that end, as I said, I didn't want to be long-winded today. I know there's a ton of new content. You're not here for me. You're here to play these games. Group leaders, commanders, let's discuss what you're running this week, and let's give people an idea of what content we're clearing. So you guys all have the floor. PvP raids, you don't all talk at once. Anyone can pop up.
It's gonna be a long day.
Like I said in SOTOR, we're growing really quickly, so we've got people on all day long. Lots of new officers, so we're doing lots of content: PvE, PvP, GSF, commander runs, what have you. If there's something in particular, like hang out in Discord, become part of the family, and have fun with us. That's basically it right now. If you want to step up and help, we're always looking for generous, awesome people to help out, people with experience running things previously. Come talk to HK or ARC in Discord, and we'll get you set up.
Excellent, thank you. HK has been outstanding. We would not be where we are at in terms of just activity and the scale of where we are in Star Wars without his help, and I'm very grateful. So if you have wanted to pick up Star Wars, it's a much better game than it ever was. We have a Sith and Republic main branch for operations and content, as well as an alternate branch, because it really is a leveling experience game. It's excellent, and the game, it really does try to encourage you to experience all those stories. All right, Emob, you on for ESO? Did he run out? I'll take that as a yes. But Emob is running nightly Elder Scrolls Online runs for large-scale PvP. They'll be on again tonight. You'll find them taking over the main lobby and taking over keeps and engaging in large-scale siege warfare. It's a lot of fun, and I hope that you will join the ESO branch and getting involved with that. And we're similarly building up for large-scale events in Guild Wars 2. So if you have any questions, just speak to the officers there, get involved, and I'm always looking for additional help and support. So on that note, I know we already have groups in Antorus right now being led down below, and people are very keen to get that stuff running. So I will, if there's any other events, please, now's the time. Otherwise, I'm going to dismiss, get people out of the way.
For Guild Wars 2, in the next few minutes here, we're going to be starting a world boss clear, after which we will be running the new content from Living World Season 4. If anybody's interested, just hop on down to the Guild Wars 2 lobby.
And just a note for anybody who's on SPOTOR, Steel Sand is down right now.
Yes,
the server we
our
are in
server-
for Guild Wars 2 is Isle of Janthier as our primary.
The server for Star Wars is currently down. They're looking into it.
That's just our luck.
Right. It's just life.
Ema, if you're back, you can give a plug for ESO.
Oh yeah. Let's see. We have daily serial events. Sorry, I was like in and out for a second there. In serial, it starts normally about 9 p.m. Lately, our activity's been starting a little earlier. It's been really great. Activities starting around 5 p.m. Eastern. So if you're West Coast, I mean, as early as 1 or 2 p.m. your time. We have like I said, those are daily. Sundays we do 8 to 10. Normally runs a lot longer. We do coal fire siege farming out in Cyrodiil. Tuesdays we have a training session. So later tonight we'll have a training session. Wednesdays we've got PvE dungeons that we go and do. So there's some PvE that you've got to do in this game as well, just to get some of the gear. And yeah, so there's always something going on, no matter what day of the week. So yeah, come have fun, join us. Come just like I said, we'll be taking over the main lobby sometimes and doing some fun stuff. Check us out. And hopefully you'll be able to check out some of the new videos that I have. They should be on the YouTube page. Some of them are on there. Maybe they'll make their way to their front page. But keep a lookout for those too as well.
For the Argus thing, is there a possibility of me getting summoned to that area? Or where am I supposed to be going?
All right, if there are any other questions, please let me know. Otherwise, you're all free to go down to your channels. I'm going to lead a quick run of the world bosses on the Horde and the Alliance, and then ESO will probably take over the main lobby for PvP, and there's world boss clears going on almost all of the games. So once again, just let me know, and happy to help out. Join me on the Vindicar. We'll do a quick world boss clear of the Greater Invasion clear.
Hey, this is Azizo, and this was our guild meeting on not December, but November 28th, 2017 at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.